Hey fellow Eosians, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV. Just a small recap from previous episode. We found out about a mysterious tower that is unknown to us, and then we saw Asashi, that crazy guy. He was with a dragon called the Luna Bahamut. Something is not right here. We also found out that, spoilers, Xenos is now getting a new weapon, so that's why in the trailer he was holding a scythe. So spoilers alert guys. After this will be all new to me. I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see Estinien again because it has been a while since I played Heaven Ward. Oh, and of course I've got a new title called The Writers of History. It's pretty cool title if you're a scholar and a summoner. So let us move on. And where is Grahatia? There they are. What are you guys gossiping about? Why can't I click? Hello? Oh, okay. I wonder what our friend Emperor Solus would think were he to learn that his own flesh and blood is seeking to usher in the final days, together with a rogue Ascian no less. Ideal mossings aside, I pray that Thancred and Urianger return safely, and with the intelligence we sorely need. While events have taken a grim turn, I must say that I have enjoyed our time adventure together. The visit to Azizla, not least of all. Since then, I have spent some time pondering why Lord Amon rejected Owen's proposal to investigate a cure for iconic corruption. Perhaps he judged the endeavor too difficult to pursue. I considered, but it seems more likely it was not in Alex's best interest for a cure to exist. Whatever the truth may be, how glad I am that we could finish what Owen began. I don't remember who his Owen is, I'm sorry. Well, in the face of this new draconic threat, we would indeed benefit from Estinien's presence, yes. Yet I cannot help but wonder how Kryl and Tataru intend to locate him. They certainly seem confident. However what? Alphano? Let's continue on to the breach then. Alize is waiting patiently for the return of a certain scion, not least of all, you. Good news, Keitaro. Thancred and Urianger has finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Well, I don't need to find Thancred and Urianger, that's cool, thank God. Now let's see what he have to say. Welcome back, Thancred. Welcome, Patti. You didn't have gone to the trouble. For what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was a little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha and Keitaro, but I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems land on our lap. No rest for the wicked, Alize. Anyway, it's good to have you back, Thancred, though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried, and I did. Repeatedly, but no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to appraise Rolban and the others on how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap, you would do the same for us. Indeed, Ishtola. It was just as Lee said, worse. In fact, devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the Ilred, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. Lost the will? You see, the capital has been plunged with deadly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather transform it. Transform? Transform it into what? That is difficult to question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of the design were clearly devised with the manipulation of aether in mind, magitech, in other words. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a work exchange between them. No one oversee construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed, or tempered, or being zombies. We want to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Van Daniel could bind the Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same for the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. True, thank you, Thancred. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger, which reminds me I have a message from Alamigo. Rauban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requests our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be wary from your mission, Thancred. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one and the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. No rest for the hero, huh? In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter. As I promised Kryl, we need not all attend. Okay, Yustola. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. Yes, let's go. And meet with Rauban. Bye, Yustola. Take care, right? If you are curious to know what I have been doing in your absence, let us speak of it in another time. At present, Kryl and I have no more than a hypothesis. A hypothesis of what, girl? You are hiding something as per usual, Yustola. Oh, there's nothing else. I thought like you're going to continue. Okay then, let's go to Alamigo. Hello, Urianger. Welcome back, my poetic person. While we may safely assume that the Talofaroi are behind the works being carried out by the Imperial Palace, we can only guess at the purpose. What is the purpose, Elfino? Are they going to control the world like zombies because of the final days? The end of the world? The reckoning? The Royal Menagerie. Yes, I missed that. It's still close to civilians. Van Daniel and his pets suddenly left their mark. Although I was only in Revenant Hall a short while, I did manage to squeeze in a brief drink with Philhamin. Is that Minufilia's younger sister or elder sister? I forgot. Springwater only. It being a flying visit. I wonder if there have been any development regarding the Amaljar abduction. It can be not mere coincidence that the incident began occurring just as the towers first appeared. It's been a while, Urianger. The guy, the Elazine person who talk like a poem. I love his voice. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartening am I to see you all hale and whole. As are we to see you safely return from your mission, Urianger. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome? What is that supposed to mean? Is he trying to bull Thancred? Well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. I don't remember this guy. Oh my god, I don't remember. Arenvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you would be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elysians are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Auroch such as yourself will crane your necks to meet my eye. Hey, you're talking to Urianger here. Urianger is Elysian, you know, in his late 20s maybe? It was not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Monbreda towered over me nonetheless. Monbreda who? I forgot. Arenvald brings out the best of Alphinaud, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. Are you jealous? So what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? If Odola is going with him, that must mean... It can't be. My apologies. As Arenveld rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. The world leaders. I see Emery from Ishgard.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. 'Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Yep, Ben Daniel said so.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
He has a dragon, so Ishgard is the very good place to begin with.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Well, Lise did that, so how did it go?
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
They were mind controlled.
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar, and that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked.
What did they say, Lise?
Glory be to Garlemald.
Oh, I knew it. They sound different as well. So the tower is basically like a mind control conduit. What are you thinking, Urianger?
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses.
Oh great, now every beast tribe is in danger now.
And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravani.
Ishgard is under attack by black garbs.
The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
They must be Fandaniel lackeys. Or maybe mind-controlled.
So the Empire is the common thread.
Really? Are they the ones? Or are they being controlled as well?
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien
Oh my
reached the
God,
same
yeah,
conclusion
Lord
when I shared our
Hien.
findings with Doma.
Yeah.
The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
Lord Hien, how is he? Oh my god, I miss him in Stormblood. I thought he was controlling Doma again, but now since the tower is the new problem...
Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
So let me guess, you asking me and Arenvald and Fordola, this person, I forgot who that is, to go to Garlemald? I'm okay with it. Oh my god! Oh, I remember she turned good. Yeah. Oh my god.
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
Yes, the gift of Heidelin. Memory is coming
We're
back
glad
now.
to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Oh my gosh, she seems unhappy.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
Aw, look at Elfano.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvald?
He looks so sad that his best friend is going and leaving him alone.
I am. Come on,
Aw,
let's talk
look at him,
outside.
he's so worried. Oh my god. One last look. Goodbye, maybe. Oh my god, I can't bear another death person. Ugh. This is goodbye, my friend. Ops training. Beautiful rain. Oh, where's my umbrella? Okay. Hello, Fordola. It's been a while. If it's small talk you're after, look elsewhere. I accept that numbers can prove a hindrance when infiltrating enemy territory, but to send only 2? No, I'm 3. I'm here. What the hell? Oh no, you're missing me. What the... Now that it's out in the open, in the rain, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore. What do you have to report, my friend? It's raining, you're talking in the rain.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Oh my god, look at them both. They are like reading each other's minds.
Arenvald, I admire your enthusiasm. but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks.
Oh bloody hell, why is it always
And I
this music?
also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
The gift of Hydaelyn, Arenvald? That's... Hydaelyn is basically a primal.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
Redemption? Yeah.
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Spicy as ever.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse.
Oh shit, I pressed too fast. And you didn't?
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
You're a Garlemald.
And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head!
Your former master.
I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
So she comes with us because she wants to know the reason. The purpose of her life. That's cool. Alright, go.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Oh, fist bump! Bros for life. Well, I hope to see you again, Arenvald. Stay safe, my friend. And we will soon see you again. I hope.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question.
How dare you?
Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Paglthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Are you sure?
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
You can just fly.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
Fine.
Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Is it funny because it's raining and then they're having this conversation? It's like, this is gonna be a bad situation soon.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
Yeah, this will be the last conversation, confirm. Alpino will be furious if he knows. I think that's why he turned to Sage. Maybe.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway.
Don't face him alone, guys. Call me, please. Use your link pearl.
But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
You already proved that you were a hero, Arenvald.
No. The fact is, I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be.
What? Don't say that.
But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
Oh, look at this, the very nice shot. Beautiful shot. Yes, Frodola. Weigh by his words to be a good person and be a redemption arc character.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both.
Trust in the Force, Elfano.
While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Yep, and we need Estinien's help for that, right?
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru.
Tataru.
I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinien.
Wow, Tataru, that's fast.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
I knew it.
But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Well, off to Ishgard then. It's been a while. So Tataru called and she said that Estinien is in Ishgard.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Alright. Tataru, we need the Bonanza.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Alright, stay safe, guys.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
I think Estinien will be hiding somewhere at the Dragon's Lair, maybe. Right. Let's talk to Alize first. I get the impression Arenvald is a lot more apprehensive than he lets on. He will have been grateful Elfano was there to see him off. Yep, true, he's his friend. Estinien Wormblood, the Azuri Dragoon. His was another name that featured prominently in the history books, and it will be fascinating to meet the man in the flesh. Oh, you meet him, Grahatia. He's pretty in a bad mood, always. So Estinien was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. Yes, we must find him fast. The three of us again! Yay! To Ishgard then. Welcome to Ishgard. Why am I still holding an umbrella? Anyway, the place is cold and it's always snowing. Everywhere I go it's always fog. Where are they? Ah, there they are. Heaven's Ward is always beautiful. Assuming we find him, this will be my first encounter with the famous Estinien. And if he is half the man of no claims, I fully expect to go weak at the knees. Perhaps we do a bit of fainting while I'm... The hell is he? I have only visited Ishgard once before, after the devastation of the 8th Umbral Calamity. To see the place in all its former... Forgive me. In all its original glory is tantalizing prospect indeed. Yep, this is Ishgard, babe. Yeah. All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinien. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Keriro can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship later. With or without Estinien. Good luck. Right. Bye. I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory. So perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend returned. Ah, God, I miss this place. The hall. The night, mostly heaven. Good day to you, warrior of light. Lord Aymeric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamego. So I gather you have not come to search for him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? We are looking for Estinien, Lucia. I see. No, we were not aware Sir Estinien has returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. True? Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Aymeric, only to find him absent? In that any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Well, that is yawn. Well, no point. Let's speak to Alize at the airship landing. How do you guys fare? Did you find him? Sir Estinien has ever been as elusive as Ranger suggests. Alize is thinking. We can't find him. Neither do me.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
The dragons are a bit introvert though. Everyone's a bit introvert. There he is.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Hello, Estinien.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
What the hell?
Too long?
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Quieter though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh. Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
So much for kneeling. So much for kneeling, Alize.
The Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side.
Okay. Oh god. Whoa.
To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh my god, Graha, you're a big fan now?
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Look at my face. Well, long story, you're a huge fan base. You have a huge fan base, Estinien. You know that outside and now?
Is everything all right?
No.
I thought I heard Alize shouting.
Oh god.
Estinien! It's been too long.
That was hilarious. Oh my god. Alize is like still pissed like crazy.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
Yeah, he's been to the first, like, a year or two.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
It's good to see you again, my friends.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinien as he does Arenvald.
Yeah, your brother is quite sociable. Perhaps he's seen them as brothers he never had. Oh, that's so cute. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep him all to yourself forever. Yeah. Perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never had.
Huh. Good luck to them. It hasn't been easy being his sister, I can tell you that.
Oh, Alicia like a bit sad.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Who did Bahamut share the deepest bond? I forgot.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
Yeah, I remember. Bahamut's consort, if I remember in Heavensward storyline.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation?
Yeah, maybe know about what's going on, maybe.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
Whoa, Alphino is like flexing his abilities. He's
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want Alicia to do that.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less...
blunt? What? Aww. Come on, let's go, babe. Oh my god. Oh, Azisla. Anyone see the tower? Where's the tower? Let me just fly a bit. Oh, there's Tiamat, Bahamut's spouse. Not to complain, but I didn't expect to find myself here again quite so soon. So this is a Delta Quadrant, where countless dragons yet lie imprisoned, the great Tiamat among them. It's been so long, Estinien. Tiamat summoned Bahamut once before, she may have again, willfully or not. I have so many questions. It has been quite some time since I last set foot on Azisla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Alas not. We have no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Cairo is the person to ask. He is the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Yep, I did saw her in Heavensward. What to say? Let's just say it helped that Midgarsomnia was there to introduce me to Tiamat. Midgarsomnia introduced me to her. Ah yes, you were a friend of her father. Yep. I too have met with Tiamat. Long time ago. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who has fought her own war against man in another age. I wish to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat has been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. Oh! In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Sibling watch over sibling? That's pretty cool. It was the Asians who taught Tiamat the secret of summoning, even as they supplied the elegance with the means to capture primals. So much suffering, all of it by design. The Azure Dragoons of history were the mortal enemies of dragons, yet now they would be hard-pressed to find a soul who understood them better. Our grandfathers sacrificed everything to protect the realm of our Bahamut. We must be prepared to do the same. Yep. Bienvenue. Righteous indignation. Estinien is ready to lead the way to Tiamat. Tiamat awaits. This way. I think he's still alive. She's still alive though. Yeah. Hey dragon. Hi. Hi Tiamat. Everyone's quiet. So this is one of the 7 great worms. Even thus confined, her presence is overwhelming. Resigned to her fate, though she may be, I cannot help but feel the way we may be able to help Tiamat. Would she only let us? To think that man is responsible for all of this, and so much else that dragonkind has suffered. Yeah.
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Why me? Oh god. Do you know anything about the Luna Bahamut? So she does know about the Luna Bahamut. She doesn't know who called Tiamat back, and she only knows of the dragons of Marasidia, also known as our children. Tools for use, huh?
Much like those held here in Asisla. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
The Asians controlling the dragons of Mericidia. Knew it.
Us and I die by now. Ten es an est in. Est I an kin antum u es I. Ines. Tu in Aistona.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
Snosk anta in Dramon.
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Oh my god. Oh, someone's angry. Were I free, I would answer thin insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet the lack of strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb. There must be a way to free Tiamat.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
The cure of tempering on a dragon? Speak thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
Well said, Apano. The chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut memories to rest. Yeah. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn grant us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. The debt I owe to Hydaelyn and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you Children of men. Thank you. That smirk. Ooh. How do you feel, Estinien? It would seem she still has some pride after all. Let's see if she is aggressive. Oh my god. I confess my heart was in my throat when Estinien thought to breathe. But it appears to have the desired effect. Well, Alizé, this is your idea. It wouldn't make up for what she suffered at the hands of men, but if there's a chance we can free her, truly free her, we owe it to her to try. Let's have a plan then. While proxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. Well, we need a bigger proxy. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Yeah, you will have to fight her. Then, before we go ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Allegans keep detailed records on all the notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. Alright, time to remove Tiamat's shackles and prison. I know Alphano and Keitaro here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? He's more than ready, Estinien. What you're talking about? Rest assured, Sir Estinien, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream to escape. Yes, the escape of Crystal Tower. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first steps towards a brighter future. And now I would help Tiamat to do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea? And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand then. I believe the knots governing Tiamat's restraint are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah yes, we are familiar with it. The Aetherochemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, and you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. What the hell? What? From the crystal? Which you just happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose that could seem rather odd to explain. Rambros, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories but the trade of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should any opportunity to test out theory arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visits, the Nords here granted access to strict functions, having identified me as being a royal blood. Oh yes, I remember that. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Agreed. We'll take good care of it. You're a royal blood. To the flagship then. Grahatia is of royal blood. It's possible the restraints may have mitigated the effect of her tempering, but Tiamat has been enthralled to Bahamut for thousands of years. To have clung on to her reason through it all says a lot of her strength of will. More than a lot. Yes, she's big. Alizia and I shall remain here and attend to necessary preparations. In the event that the spirit vessels fail to work as expected, you know where to find me. Good luck, Kitaro. Yeah, good luck, you two. Well, let's go then. I would rather leave this elegant contraption to you and Afano. Let us split up and search the flagship of the Nord that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find likely candidates, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosities, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant Nord or Nords. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Yep. Let me see. What item does it? Oh, look at that. One never knows. A small portion of royal elegant blood might come in handy, which is why Grahatia kept this vessel about his person. Fine. I realize I've said this before, and no more than one occasion, but I never cease to amaze by elegant technology, amazed and disturbed. These Nords, or whatever it is you call them, why do they quiver so? Oh my god, Estinien is not really a tech guy kind of guy.
Friction between metallic components detected, temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance.
Okay then, Mr. David. Whoa, what name is that? Looks like an egg. Look at that.
Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause: Truder interference. Advice deployment of automated combat units. Proceed.
Advise deployment of automated combat units? I don't know. What are you trying to do? Releasing more aliens?
Warning, scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in minus 2020 years. Failure to verify systems integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release.
Well, time to meet with Elfino and say that we have found a Nord that could release Tiamat. All three infernal things. One of them sent a swarm of mechanical vile kin to plague me. I must have angered it. I'm afraid Estinien and I have a little to show of our efforts. Did you find anything? Oh, which one is it? I did, and not with I did, and not with smell like burned hair. No, that's not the one. I think, yeah, the second one. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising, almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the Nord of which Koha spoke. And it was chirping, you say? Very well, let us take a closer look. Yeah, this is the one. As I suspected, the Nord will not acknowledge my authority to issue it instructions. How did the elegants tell these god-forsaken things apart? Blip.
Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms?
Yes.
You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family.
Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. Yep. We'll have this thing, you clamorous Nord. Royal blood.
New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name.
Yeah, I'm gonna say honestly, Elfino. but this is confusing. Amusing as you may find my name, I must ask that you use Kato name, please. Sorry, Elfino.
Username changed. Welcome. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when
I
ready.
so wanted Elfino Levenue. I'm sorry, Elfino.
Error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen. Tiamat. A system update is required.
This blasted thing. A system update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? It could hazard a guess. I could hazard a guess. Well, that's more than I can say. Confound bloody thing.
User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a systems update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship.
So can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it has received a requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it floats there spewing nonsense.
User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process.
How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Yeah, sorry, Elfino. Well. Sid and his colleagues always make operating this elegant device seem so easy. Yeah, Sid. I don't know what possessed the elegance to surround themselves with these chattering orbs, but the fact that they remain with their creators do not speak volume. Yes, they are a creepy bunch of people.
Guiding user to terminal. This way, please.
Oh, here we go. I remember this. This terminal appears to be similar to the one we encountered when we first set foot here. Let us hope it will be equally helpful. Don't look at me, this is tough to people know.
Access granted to user and his adolescent Zen companion. Master's other companion is deemed a potential risk to safe operation and has been denied access privileges until further notice.
Alright, I do it. Dear. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing?
Why? Software version 42.002, of course. Warning. Errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update. 5 years, 1 day.
That long? This is rather long than we are hoping. Are there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat restraining instead?
The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate.
Well, I can't imagine if I have the chance all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me we've made any progress. You just have enough of technology. I would say so, yes, it does. However, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. Oh god, this This will be interesting. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Alright, Alphino. Have the blood. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Elegant Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stroked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turned to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try to reach out to him too? I'm gonna kill him. I will try, yes, and if that fails... Certainly after I wipe the smile off his face. I'd rather put my lens through his heart and be done with it. You and me, Estinien. You and me. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me, Keitaro. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. Aw, I will be okay, don't worry. You think us unwise to viewing the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Ice Heart. Ice Heart, I remember. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may become a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you have dealt the killing blow. So save your mercy for those who deserve it. I will take your advice then. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we join the others. Yeah, well, Alphino, you stay safe. I cannot deny the logic of Estinien's argument. Given all that is at stake, even the slightest lapse in judgment could be the undoing of us all. We are back, guys. And you bring one small Porsche. If that Fandaniel truly is without reason or creed, he is no better than a rabid dog. Treat with him if you must, but be ready to do what is necessary. I will kill him, actually. No doubt. So the spirit vessel proved useful after all. Excellent. Here we go. Free a dragon. Estinien told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he needed elsewhere? Yep. Just managing the console because he can't leave the console. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating. But you got there in the end. While you were off talking to Nods, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Yep. Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, and was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quality of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effect of the tempering completely. Meaning, I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Oh my god. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely, that Tiamat shows no sign of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Maybe, though. Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the Distrain's aether dampers. Well, here we go. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Only one proxy? Ay 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 ay. Such warm. The frost that shrouded my soul doth begin to swore. But what are these visions of days long forgotten, of war with the men of Alag? Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul is to its pre-attempted state is awaken ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Keitaro, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you the past times. My god. What am I gonna say? Weenie miny. Bahamut and the Estinien. The tale of the Bahamut. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Marasidia could have lasted for eternity, but alas, it was not to be. The Estinien saw to that, and in all creation, I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came into Marasidia, unto our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Marasidia by the children of men, though many years will pass before they cross the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees, surrounded by nature's bounty. Bahamut and I have found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlian scholar Rurusha. She posit that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the second astral era. Correctly, it would appear, if only she were with us to hear the tale of Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. When first the children of men arrives on our shore, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind. And as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to convert the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end, for the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Estinien. The rest thou knowest only too well. Too much power Aether consumed. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid of the world of Estinien together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine statement, but you are almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear when this is over. Keep going, Alizé. The magic is working. Oh, this is it. For vengeance. Slowly but surely the magic is working, aiding no doubt by the memories you baited her to share. While I knew this wasn't going to be easy, no patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of aether left to me, with yours and Graha's, this will work, yep. Then I believe I spoke for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you back. Alright, here we go. Let's do this, the both of us. Here we go. We need more power. Good enough. She's spent. She doesn't have any power.
No! I'm almost there!
Come on, Alizé. Here. Have our magics.
This is it, Angelo!
This is it. Ooh, pretty.
Es lies an. Mich es
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Yeah, what happened to Alphino? Can someone comms Alphino?
Task in Santal Ankin in way.
Yup, we can.
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Shoot your harken onto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
Lis aan. Do ood aan.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Right, let's go. One final push, Angelo.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Yep. Oh my god, look at that. Whoa. Ooh, magnificent beast.
Bahamut Uljas Ul Asa Vesk
By the gods!
Yep, magnificent. Truly magnificent.
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way.
What happened?
It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Oh no, are we bringing Tiamat and fight Bahamut? This is gonna be interesting.
He flies for the largest amount of settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Ooh. Well...
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits.
Shall we, Tiamat? Whoa! This will be an interesting battle. Ooh, it's 1 hour long. Wow, okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinien and Tiamat in battle. It would be wiser to gather full strength of the Scion first, and before we face demand no less. True? I hope you guys liked the voiceover I did, and I hope to see you guys again in Final Fantasy XIV. Bye!